Okay, I'm going to take a look at the font choices for each of these web pages here first and kind of look at this overall in the detail. Um, when it comes to the body text for each, I definitely like this. I like the third page the best, for that. When it comes to the main heading, I'm not a big fan of using a serif font for the main heading where it says BU Designs. That little feet up there, when you work with something like with websites, you really want to work with a serif font. I'm okay with a subheading, but for a main heading, I want it to be more of a rounded. So this one's interesting. I like this third page so far. I like the third page myself. So if I had a choice, I think the third page is a nicer font choices. Now let's look at your Muse file first. Okay, one of the things you want to experiment with here is with your navigation bar. Make sure you click on, you select the navigation, you click on the first button, then you go to States panel. It looks like you did some changes to the mouse down, so that's a good thing. Most people will change the rollover, so a lot of times what you do is you click on this and you change the fill. Now usually a lot of people will to do is I'll keep the same color, or what I'll do is I'll make it darker. So I'll just take my brown my color panel and change the brightness value of it. And so when I bring my mouse over the button, it changes it for that purpose. You can also change the font size and that, but don't change the font size. It just makes it a little awkward on that. But if you're going to do it, you could change the text color. So some people will go in and change the text color instead. You don't have to have a background fill. You can also go in and have no fill and just have just the text for the buttons, and that would work as well. So something to think about on that part. Now let's open up a couple of these pages here. I want to see if you did character styles and paragraph styles. Step 10 has you create character styles and paragraph styles, and that you did not do that. I can see that with the panel, just like you do in InDesign Illustrator. So for example, let's say you decide that this BU is going to be your font choice. So in my paragraph, I'm going to click on a new style down here, and I'm going to go ahead and give it and name it main heading. So anytime I have the main heading on the page, that's not going to apply that style. So if I go back to here and I select this paragraph, I click on it, it applies that style. So it keeps your consistent. This is what you want to do in your main project as well. I would create one for main heading, a subhead, and a paragraph text. And now, what's the difference with character style? Paragraph style affects the whole paragraph. Character style is where you're going to apply it to just a phrase or word that you work with. I do it for bold. So like for example, I'll bold this, but I also will change the color within my color scheme. That blue might be, it's not too bad. Okay, and so what I do is I come over here and I create a new character style. I rename it by double clicking on the name, bold text. Anytime I want a bold text, I select the words I want, I click on it, and it applies it. So that way you're consistently applying the same style. So I want to make sure you understand that aspect. Work on that, and incorporate that into your main project as well. But that is part of the step 10 when we're talking about character styles and paragraph styles.